2023. Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at laws of indices. What is an index, or what are indices? So here we have different terms that are used. An index, or plural indices, is also called a power, an exponent, or you might hear someone say it is the number is being raised to a power of, raised to the power of 2, or it is squared, or it is cubed. All those terms refer to indices. So the index or indices, plural, the small number, a small number or variable, can be a variable, can be expressed as a variable, which is an unknown value. So you might be asked to find what is the index. And I think the next video will be on that, right? Finding if the unknown is in the index. So you could get something like that. So it's a small number or a small variable written to the top right hand of another number or a variable. So you'll see the other numbers or variables are written larger, and the index or power or exponent is written to the right and usually written smaller, just so you know that it's the power. Okay, it's not the base. So the base then would be this number or variable here. This is the base, this is the index or power or exponent. So we're going to run down the basic laws of indices, and you're expected to know these laws, right? You're expected to know these laws so that you can apply them in your algebraic operations. So make sure practice writing the laws, saying the laws, looking at the laws, working with the laws, and you will, after a while, it will become second nature to you. So let's look at the laws one by one. Now, only letters, only variables are used here to state the law, but you will see that you can replace the variables with numbers, right? And the law still applies. So the first law says, if you are multiplying two terms, this term and this term, and the bases are the same. So you notice you have A here, A here. The bases are the same. So if they are both X, both A, both whatever, the power that you're raising each base to, you're going to add those powers. So if you're multiplying terms and the bases are the same, add the powers, add the indices. Okay? So that's the first law. Second law, if you are dividing terms and the bases are the same, then you are going to subtract the indices. Third law, a number raised to a negative power is the same as saying 1 over that number raised to the power. So a to the negative m is the same as saying 1 over a to the m. So just look out for the negative index. If a number is raised to a negative index and negative power, write back that number raised to that power, but it's 1 over. It's the inverse of it. Fourth law, so if a number or base is raised to a power, and then those are raised to another power, so in other words, a power raised to a power, you are going to multiply the powers. So a to the m to the n is the same as saying a to the m n. Alright, the fifth rule, a number raised to a fractional power. If you raise a number to a fraction, so in other words, if the index is a fraction, whether it's 1 over a number or a number over another number. So it doesn't have to be 1 at the top. It can be any number over any number once it's a fraction. What it means is the number in the numerator, you'd raise the base to that power, and the number in the denominator, you'd find the roots of that. So here we go again, a to the m over n. You raise a, you can do either one first, right? Or you can work the power, so find the root of a and raise that to the power, or you can raise a to the power of m and find the roots of it. When you're seeing the actual application using numbers, it will be clearer to you. Right? And we're going to go over this again before we actually do the examples. Any number or variable raised to the power of 0 gives 1. It doesn't matter what the number is, it doesn't matter what the variable is. Once you're raising it to the power of 0, the answer is 1. Alright, so let's go over the laws again. These are the basic laws of indices. And we said that another name for